Today we're going to take a look at the Benu Talisman Foxglove fountain pen. And the Talisman Collection is a new collection from Benu coming out in June. This is their standard packaging. It's a white box with some gray script along the top, all over the top actually, and then the Benu logo in gold on a white background. Sturdy box and easy to open, which I appreciate. So you just lift off the top. Inside is your matching white cardboard sleeve with easy open tabbed ends here, and you just slide your pen out. And you've got the matching Benu logo again there in gold, which I like when it's all cohesive. And this is your Benu Talisman Foxglove fountain pen. We're going to set it aside for just a second to take a look at what's inside the box. So inside the box you have a few items. You have your included ink cartridge, and the Benu Talisman will take a standard international cartridge, but you do get that one included. You get also your Benu product information, lifetime warranty, and it's an accordion style folded up brochure here. And I like that, they're really quite thorough and clear about all the information you might want to know about your pen. And then you have this additional insert here about the Foxglove, the myths and legends behind this pen's inspiration. So the Talisman Collection is full of, it has 5 different pens in different colors, and they are all inspired by a certain magical, mystical substance. And the Foxglove is the inspiration for this pen. And I love that how clearly they list it here, the inspiration, and then they even list the magical attribute that is assigned to that substance in myths and legends. And this one, the Foxglove is known for bringing good luck and for fairies magic. And then it gives you a lot of background here about where the stories came from and why they might have started, and it's really quite interesting actually. Here's a better look at the Benu Talisman Foxglove fountain pen. It's got pretty great clip. I love when the clips function well. And that's in a silver chrome color. The pen is basically orange and black, and it's got a good Benu look. If you are a Benu fan, this has the Benu look that you love. And it also has that traditional Benu solid band here at the bottom of the cap. The Benu name right there in the resin. It's a threaded cap. You also will notice, if you get a close look here, you'll see that this pen is faceted, but not in the typical way. It's got like shorter facets that are alternate. So you have the crown of your cap has no facets. And then you have a short facet here, a series of those, followed by a longer facet, a series of those around the cap, and then followed by another series of short facets. And then you have a long facet and another slightly shorter facet from this one, and it's alternating so that they don't come directly underneath each other. This one's right over a smidge. And then you have an unfaceted end here on the very back end of the barrel. There's not any facets there. And then you have a slightly concave with a ridge here, with an angled cut on the end of the barrel. Okay, let's get a look inside. So I did already mention this is a threaded cap, and this is your fountain pen nib. Your Benu Talisman is fitted with a number 6 Schmidt fountain pen nib. The section is a solid black for the Foxglove, which coordinates really well with the design. This is a cartridge converter pen, and you already saw that there's a ink cartridge included with your pen, and the ink converter also comes with your pen. It's already installed in the pen when it arrives. So overall, this is a great Benu design. I think that it's going to be pretty well liked. It's also, let's see how it posts. It's got a friction post, and it posts, pretty well. So if you like your pens posted, you do have that option. It's also not too small to write with without the cap posted. Okay, and while I get you some, nice looks at this pen, I'm going to tell you a little bit about where the about the inspiration behind the pins. Okay, so the foxglove itself is native to Western Europe. It has those tall, striking spires. It is covered in blooms, and those blooms are shaped like bells. The story goes that fairies gave the little bell-shaped flowers to foxes so that they could sneak into rural villages silently. Although some say that it could be some confusion about the name. Fairies were often referred to as good folk, and maybe there was some confusion about foxglove, good folk, folk glove, foxglove, good fox. There's some confusion there, mixing up the names that connected them with the fairies. Regardless of whether or not you believe in fairies or the mystical properties of foxglove and other substances like that are attached to magic and the mystical throughout history, people do attribute certain traits to foxglove due to some of these stories, and that's just one of many stories about foxglove. And it is a little bit telling just how connected the foxglove flower is to fairies and magic and the mystical. When you think of all the different names that have been common replacements for foxglove, it's been called fairy petticoats, fairy thimbles, fairy fingers, fairy weed, fox mittens, witches' bells, witches' thimbles, folks' gloves, and fox bells. But there is this connection between foxglove and magic and foxes and fairies. So the inspiration, obviously, for this pin was pulled not just from foxglove, but from the fox that is so heavily attached to the foxglove's story. And that is the coloration here, the orange and the dark black. And then I love that it pairs perfectly with the glittery elements in the pin. Historically, parents would sprinkle foxglove petals around their babies' cradles or in their shoes and to keep them protected. They believed it would keep the baby or the child protected from harm and bring good luck. Now people might create a talisman of their own with a little bit of foxglove in a necklace or some other jewelry or item. It's supposed to keep the wearer protected and bring them good luck. So you could say that getting the Benu Talisman Foxglove pin is a talisman in itself, and all you need to do to get your extra protection and good luck is to fill it with ink and write with it. If you're interested in other options available in the Talisman collection, check them out at pinchlet.com.